Hey, it's Brett and Coach here, and today I am at Good Times Brewery for Valentine's Day dinner, so let's head inside and try some beer. In today's video, I visit Good Times like I said, and I try a bunch of different delicious foods, also sample some beer and cocktails as well, and stay tuned to see if I find the best dessert in Chicago. And let's head to the table to get our night started. So we made it in, clearly, immediately got sat down even though we had a 7:30 reservation and we walked in about 15 minutes early, so great service there. We did opt for their Valentine's Day special, which is 4 different courses for couples for $80, so that's a really good deal. It includes a main, a drink, a dessert, and a side for $80 on Valentine's Day in Chicago, also at a brewery. Not bad at all. A little bit of information about Good Times Brewery. They started in 2023 because the brewery prior kind of left because they only wanted their one location. So they moved in because a bunch of the people in the neighborhood of Lakeview, including business owners, member of the community, and just other residents, really wanted a cool place for a brewery. So it was born. But the head brewer is actually from Rock Bottom Brewery, and he moved to Good Times Brewery to help get everything started, and they brew everything on site, from beers to seltzers, a bunch of things in between, and they like to say because of that, they can make more bold and interesting flavors. Looks like based on all their TVs, they have a bunch of events and happy hours throughout the week. And they even do brew tours. And you can even see all of the tanks right behind the bar. And if you want to learn more about Good Times Brewery, I'll put a link on the screen as well as put their website in the description. With the pretzel, we got a honey mustard sauce, as well as a beer cheese, which we are devouring. And for the cheese curds, there's ranch, and I believe there's some sort of spicy aioli. And they gave us each a glass of Prosecco. Nice little treat. So with all 4 courses, we got to choose one of 2 options for each. We decided for everything but the drink to get opposite things, and we can just fully share. So that's why we got the pretzel and cheese curds. I am glad we are inside and not outside in Chicago winter. So my entree comes with fries. Is it extra if I keep all of these sauces that came with our appetizers for my fries? Sometimes you're just a saucy girl, you know? Fully did not expect to get Prosecco as well as the cocktail, so I guess I'm double fisting drinks. Very classy for Valentine's Day, I'd say. That's a really solid espresso martini. Very happy with my choice. I think the other option was more of like a bourbon whiskey on the rocks type of thing. And it's not just a classic espresso martini, it's a roasted marshmallow one, so it's even better. Brian had an idea of how tacky or amazing would it be to steal the plastic flute for the champagne. We'll let you know if it actually happens or not. Probably not, but if it ends up in a coat pocket, oops. It's not like they're going to reuse them anyway. Don't worry, we will get to the beer. We're just probably going to get through dinner and dessert and then move on to beer. It'll either be a flight or a pour each roughly, and then we'll go from there. You can say I'm having a good time at Good Times. Cheesy, yes, but so are their cheese curds. I'm so cringy. It's Valentine's Day. This is the day to be cringy, which Valentine's Day is actually the day after my birthday, so now I am 27. Let's hope I don't actually join the 27 club and I actually make it to 28. Fingers crossed on that one, but let's see where life takes us. With all of these planes falling out of the sky recently and now being a self-proclaimed travel YouTuber, let's hope all of our upcoming flights and travel plans aren't a part of that statistic for 2025. I grabbed a chicken sandwich with fries that was very well topped, while Brian got the Cajun pasta to make sure we were opposite. Let's dig in. Ate a couple of the fries. They're really good. They're slightly battered, so they have a really good crisp to them. And with all the dipping sauces I kept from the appetizer, delicious. What's your first impression of your pasta?
Great flavors. The shrimp is juicy. The pasta's perfect. Prosciutto, I think, has a little kick to it. And the sauce has a little spice to it. It's going to be very filling. I'm happy with this. This is great.
Let's rate this chicken sandwich. Overall, really good. I'd probably give it an 8. Good chicken, pretty juicy for a chicken breast. The bread is really nice. I really appreciate the amount of cheese as well as the vegetables. Even though I'm not a big tomato fan, the lettuce and the tomato are really fresh. And whatever this sauce is, I can't quite tell, is also really good. It has a nice creamy flavor without being overpowering. And it comes with a pickle, which I'm not gonna ever complain about a pickle spear. If you're here before 9, I don't know if this is all days or just today, cocktails and shots are 25% off. So while we were talking to the waiter about ordering beer, he let us know about that cocktail and shot deal. And he said he would give us a moment to look over the menu and we will order another drink. I stole a little bit of Brian's pasta, so let me take a bite and I will let you know what I think. I'm not a big shrimp fan, so I'm only having the noodles and the sauce. That's a really good, nice, spicy Cajun cheese sauce that it's in. The noodles are well done. There is some sort of meat with it as well. Let's give that a try. It's some sort of spicy sausage, which is really good. I would probably give that the 7.5. So we are still nibbling on our food. I think we're gonna try to work on the fries just because those won't reheat well, and grab boxes for the sandwich and pasta. We decided to pass on the cocktail or shot discount. Brian got a full pour of the beer he knows he's gonna like, while I got a different flight of 4, so we can really dive into a taste test. And I feel like I got a decent range of their beers too, from seltzers to IPAs and a couple things in between. Also, huge kudos to the waiter. He is so on top of it. As soon as we even have an inkling of wanting something else, he's here at the perfect time every time. I don't know if he's somehow reading our minds or what's going on, but the service tonight, excellent. Our entrees are all boxed up, plates stacked up with our cups. It is time for dessert. I opted for the cookie skillet while Brian got the carrot cake. So I'm pretty sure they'll be here in the next few moments and we'll give those a try, as well as my beer flight and Brian's full pour. Okay, but honestly, the star of the show the whole night might be this honey mustard. It's really good and Brian agrees. But here are the things in my flight. 1,000 Miles, a wheat IPA, Lakeview Sound Machine, Dynamite IPA, and a strawberry hibiscus seltzer. Let's get this tasting started. First up is 1,000 Miles Wheat IPA. Smells like beer, so we're off to a great start. Not the most flavor-forward thing. A little bitter, but still fairly good. I would give that a 6. This is Lakeview Sound Machine, obviously named after the neighborhood we're in. Simple and clean. I think I like this one a little bit more. I would give this a 7 out of 10. Dynamite IPA. This is my favorite beer out of the 3. I feel like it has the most complex flavor, especially with the hops. And it's super clear too. Not hazy at all. And then finally, probably the star of the show, this is the Strawberry Hibiscus Seltzer. This wins for sure, perfectly matches the color, good sweetness but not overpowering, delicious. I would drink 6 of these. And that is my review of the flight, but let's take a sip of Brian's Primitive Love. Ooh yeah, that's super up Brian's alley. Intense IPA flavors. Let's see what he actually thinks about it though.
So, first off, very hazy. Unlike the ones that Brett had, which were very clear. How's it smell? Very floral forward. Let's have a taste. Citrusy, yummy. It's my favorite type.
I think this is going to be the only time I have ever said this, and it may disappoint my dad by saying this. I know he watches these videos, so I'm scaring him a little bit. I hope dessert is on the small side. He would have had dessert first, but we're having it at the end, and I hope it's not too large between beer, a full meal, and appetizers. We're full and definitely getting our money's worth. Would not be mad if they were a small piece of cake and a small cookie skillet. Brian and I were just talking. We expected it to be a lot busier for Valentine's Day. I don't know if the snow and like the cold have any effect on it, or if we're just early in the night/weekend, but I think this was a really good deal for Valentine's Day. And for a quick price breakdown, for both of us, all the courses is $80 plus tax and tip, and then the flight itself for 4 5-ounce pours is $15. So add that plus Brian's drink, you get a pretty good deal, especially for Valentine's Day. I know I made a joke about saying I'm having a good time at Good Time, but the employees are clearly having fun at work too, which is amazing to see. All the bartenders are singing along and dancing to the music. Everyone just seems to be having a good time and are in a great mood, which for a business, that's what you want to see. Not being clocked for being an influencer. So our waiter walked up and was like, hey, I see you recording. Is it for like TikTok influencer? What's going on? And I'm like, casual YouTube. And he's like, okay, cool, as long as you say good things. He's doing great, but like, to be mildly called out for it was kind of funny. Also, that just means he's paying attention and doing his job excellently. And finished my flight, now I'm really ready for dessert. Okay, our waiter is really hyping up this cookie skillet, and he managed to talk me into a full pour of the seltzer. He knows what he's doing. He's earning his tip. And I mean that in the best possible way. Within the 15 seconds he took my order for this drink, I walked away and recorded one clip and it's already here. I don't think I've had faster service from a bar or brewery, period. I don't know if it's because he thinks I'm an influencer, quote unquote, or what it is with my whole current 50 subscribers on YouTube, but I'm impressed, to say the least. I'm a little lost for words, and if anyone knows me, that's difficult to do. I'm having a good time. Somebody count in the comments below how many times I've said that in this video. I will run with a joke. Hey, Brian. Hey, Brian.
Good times.
Hey, Brian. Are you having a good time?
Good time. Good time. Good time. Count them up.
His don't count. His don't count. His don't count. Only mine. Good time. Good time. Good time. Good time at good time. Good time. I've hit chaos gremlin mode, Bert. Good luck. Dessert has arrived, and immediately it looks and smells amazing. I think we're ready to dive in. This is the carrot cake and the cookie skillet, which looks like it has ice cream, and it should be perfectly warm out of the oven. That's really good. That's all I got. Brian's turn.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
A man of many words. It's got vanilla ice cream, chocolate, strawberry with the chocolate chip cookie. That dessert should be criminal. Now let's give Brian the first bite of this carrot cake. A little bit of everything on that scoop. First live reactions.
It's slightly warm, the carrot cake, which is very rich, which is very nice. It's very soft. The icing, quite sweet. So if you have a sweet tooth, this is a good piece of cake.
Here's my turn with the carrot cake. Definitely cream cheese frosting. That's really good. Nice bit of cinnamon. Balances out that thick frosting. Solid bake on it too. We are really pacing ourselves on these desserts. They're so rich and delicious, but there's just so much of them, and they gave us so much food overall. It's food coma for sure, plus all of the beer. I guess it makes for a good time. Brian, was that cringy? The cookie skillet is almost upsetting because I know that any other cookie skillet I'm ever going to order, I will go out on a limb and say, will not be better than this one. So they're ruining it for me in the best way possible. Every bite, both Brian and I are drooling over. I know I said earlier the honey mustard was the star of the show. Wrong. Cookie skillet. All day, every day. If you ever come here, get the cookie skillet, obviously, and then the seltzer. That's all you really need to order. You can maybe get an order of fries to make sure you have enough food in your stomach for alcohol, but you can walk in and just get these and you will be overjoyed. You know what? Maybe I'll do that the next time I'll be here. Just seltzer, and cookie. Good Times Brewery is located right in Lakeview on Broadway and Sheridan for cross streets. So it's on the north side of North Halstead. It is still in walking distance to Addison. So if you wanted to go to Wrigley or the rest of Boys Town afterwards, it would only be like a 10-minute walk away. I think it's safe to say we're slowing down, but we're still nibbling. And we still have a little bit of drinks left too. By the way, the cookie and the cake definitely defeated us. They won this round. And shout out to our waiter once again. He dropped by with a free beer token and some chocolates. This has been Brett and Coach at Good Times Brewery. I believe we're wrapping up here because we're so full. We had an amazing time tonight. It was the perfect way to spend Valentine's Day. But until next time, I will see you in Coach.